door's doing that creepy thing again. I can see out this, there's nobody there. But it keeps doing that anyways. So, today I haven't really been vlogging much just because it always seems a bit odd when I have a camera, like hanging out with people and videotaping them. I don't know, people just get uncomfortable with that kind of thing. And I try explaining my vlog a lot. People just kind of get like, oh, huh. You know, and I mean, I can't vlog in class or anything because most of my teachers don't allow video cameras or recordings of any sort, just because sometimes people will come in and like record classes and then, I don't know, put them online or something, or use that instead of actively participating. I don't know, and then like they just listen to it later. Something like that. I don't know. I don't know these things. But, things are going well. I don't know. Like, I had my communications class today, first thing in the morning, which is funny because I took a picture of my schedule, but I didn't take, like, I only took a picture of the professor, like, on my thing it had the professor, the time, the room number, and then the building name. But it didn't have the name of the class, so I wasn't sure if I was going to history first or communications first. I just showed up, I sat down in the room that I was supposed to be in, and I looked up at the front of the room, and there was a girl there with a bunch of books on her desk, and so I figured, oh, this must be my history class, because there's 6 textbooks for this class. And my teacher comes in, and she's like, welcome to communications. I was like, okay, I guess I'm in communications right now. But, I mean, it was the number and the professor and all the stuff that I was supposed to have. I just didn't know which professor taught which subject, which I should probably know, just because, like, I'm paying for an education and all that. So I should, like, research professors before I go to the classes. But this was the only Stratcom class they had, or communications, it's for my Stratcom major. So yeah, that was that. And then my history class, I don't like history. I'll just say that. History is not one of my strong suits. I'm not very good at it. I'm really, really bad at memorizing names and dates is the big thing. Not my thing. So, yeah. But it seems like my professor is really, really into the subject, you know, it's her passion in life, and so, I don't know, I find that I do better in classes where the professor's, like, really into what they're teaching. So maybe I'll have a new outlook on history after this, hopefully. Man, but it's 2 hours long. Ugh, in my last college, things were like, all the classes were 50 minutes long. So this is gonna be really tough. And last quarter, I had classes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but nothing on Tuesday, Thursday, and now I have class every day of the week. So that in itself is an adjustment. But, I've been keeping up with homework and all that, so it hasn't been an issue so far, but it's only been 2 days of actual classes, so we'll see. Also, I went on an adventure with my friend Nicole today, Nicole Hazel. Her and I went to a bookstore and walked around places and went to dinner with Dancing Nicole. I've got 2 friends named Nicole, so I refer to them as Dancing Nicole and Nicole Hazel, because Nicole Hazel's middle name is Hazel, and a lot of people call her Hazel, but I learned her name first as Nicole, so I just always associate her with the name Nicole. So it's weird for me to call her Hazel. I don't know. It's just different, because I met her in class, but when she meets people outside of class, she says Hazel. And then in classes, she says Nicole, because that's what it says on the class roster thing. I don't know. So, like, when she turns in assignments, she has to put the name Nicole on them, so she just says she's Nicole, you know? And that makes sense. There's also another Megan in my history class, which is unfortunate, just because, I don't know, it gets confusing. And I've only once been in a class with somebody else named Megan, except they went by Meggie, which was interesting because I think she was like 22. She still went by Meggie, but you know, to each their own. And yeah, it's been a long day, even though it's only 6 o'clock, but I've got some more fun stuff for tonight. Normally I go dancing on Tuesdays. I go blues dancing, except Dancing Nicole, the one that I always go with, has class now from 6 until 8. So, yeah, and the blues... Wait, what? Blues dancing starts at 8:30. I don't know why that... Maybe it's a 6:30 date? I don't know. For some odd reason her class is in the way, but now that I'm thinking about that, maybe that wouldn't be in the way too much. I don't know. I will talk to her about that. Huh. But we are considering there's another blues thing on Sunday nights in Fremont. So we might just like alternate Sundays, whether it's swing or blues. I really like swing dancing, but it's very expensive. I mean, it's $8 every time you go, and that really adds up quickly. So that's a bit much. But I've been making a lot of hats and selling them in order to counter that. I've sold one since I got back, and I finished this one. I think I mentioned it in my vlog yesterday that I haven't uploaded yet. But although this one's not going to be sold, it was a request from my dad, and my mom bought the yarn for it, so I figured I'd just make it. I'm not going to charge my parents for hats, but I still have extra yarn, and it's a very cool kind of yarn that I could easily sell the hat for, I think. But yeah, so that's that, and I'm going walking around with Nicole Hazel again here soon. I had some stuff to take care of first, because I think I might be switching residence halls. I don't really fit in the one that I'm in right now. I don't know. Everyone on my floor is like really big partiers, and that's not really my thing. I don't really do that. Like, I hang out with friends and stuff, but we don't, like, go to parties or, like, drink a bunch or anything. Like, we don't do that, you know? And, I mean, it's not that I have anything against it. I mean, they can go do whatever they want, but it's just kind of awkward when, like, I walk out into the hall and walk by people and I'm like, I recognize you, but I don't know you well enough to say hi. Or to talk about anything. Which is too bad. And I mean, I could probably get to know people on my floor, and we could hang out and stuff. I don't really feel like I fit in on this one. So, but, I think like every single one of my friends, no, one of my friends lives in Bellarmine. I'm in Campion. And all of my other friends, though, live in Xavier, which is this little tiny hall. It's only got 4 floors. Only 3 of them are residence floor. Or no, it's got 5 floors because one's a basement. But only 3 of them are like residential. And in Campion, there are 12 floors, 11 of which are residential. And it's got a basement too, with a grocery store. But the point is, though, it's a very close-knit community. And everybody knows everyone, and everybody knows me there because all of my friends live there, so basically from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep, if I'm not either in class or spending time in my room knitting because I need some like calm down time, I'm with friends either in Xavier or from Xavier, like walking around and stuff. And I don't know, like Nicole Hazel lives in Xavier. Nicole lives in Xavier. All the people from my video from Sunday, the day I moved in, all of them live in Xavier. And I just, I want to be there so bad. But the problem is that that's a lot of hoops to jump through, especially since I don't have like a legit reason to move. Because if I say like, I feel like I don't fit in here, they'll be like, well, you're just not trying hard enough. You should try hanging out with people on your floor. It's like, okay. I don't know. I'll see how that goes, but I'm getting the paperwork as ASAP. I was gonna run by the housing office today, but they were closed by the time I got there. So I'm gonna do that tomorrow, and I talked to my RA, and I talked to my roommate about it. She's cool with it. She says, that's fine, and stuff. And, she's not, like, she knows it's nothing personal. And, even though in the first video I said that she does some weird stuff, it's not weird like I'd want to move out weird. She's a very good person. And I don't really want to be over here. But all in due time. That probably wouldn't even take effect until spring quarter. Just because everybody's already moved in. And there are plenty of open rooms over in Xavier, I found. Probably about a fourth of the rooms don't have anyone in them. Just because Xavier's kind of small, so a lot of people are like, I want to be around a lot of people. And Xavier's like off in the middle of nowhere. But it's right in the middle of everywhere for me because it's right next to where I go swing dancing. It's right down the street from the Valley Village I always go to. It's right, in the middle of everything. And it's even on the street that I usually walk down to go downtown. And it's closer. There's 2 different buses that I can take from my theater to get here, which I need to call them, by the way. But, to get back to campus. One of them would drop me right outside Campion, but it drops me on the side that's a bit sketchy. I don't know. People have had problems there and stuff in the past. But it drops me right outside the door, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. But still, the one over by Xavier drops me off right outside Xavier, and it's not a sketchy area, nearly as much. It's all really well lit, and there's usually a lot of people around there at night that are not, doing drugs and weird stuff. Over here, they just, stand there in trench coats and hoods and, yeah, weird. It's strange. But, yeah, either way, this is my long rant for today. Maybe I'll video a bit while I'm with Nicole Hazel, just because she seems less weirded out by this. It's just always weird when I'm in, big groups, and I'm like, video. She's like, what are you doing? Yeah. That's my day.